Happy New Year's. Yeah, it's the new year. It's 2024. We didn't think we was going to make it.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So I'm sitting here going through some footage, and I decided that I need to do some kind of context for the footage because it looks like me just rambling on even more than I normally do. So let me go ahead and try to break it down, but first, a message from our sponsor.
I want to thank RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video.
We've been with Brooklyn Bedding for a while now, and it's the first of the year. What you normally do at the first of the year, everybody makes their New Year's resolution, and they talk about, oh, I'm going to get healthy. I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna lose the extra pounds. We're in the middle of the winter. One thing that people do then is go out and buy, $2,000 treadmills, elliptical trainers, some kind of a program. Most of the time they don't even use it. They'll use it for a while, but they quit using it, or they'll use it for a couple hours a day at the most, even the most dedicated person. Why am I telling you all this whenever we're talking about bedding? Because this is more detrimental to your health than almost all that stuff. You have to have a good night's sleep. And I guarantee if you buy one of these mattresses, you're going to use it more than you will any exercise equipment, because you're going to use it for 5 to 8 hours a day, every day. Brooklyn Bedding offers a 120-night free trial. That's 4 months for you to get the mattress, unbox it, let it inflate, let it do its job, and try it out. If you don't like it, give them a call. They'll give you options and talk to you about maybe what you need. In our case, when we first got our first mattress from them, we ordered the wrong one. We just flat out ordered the wrong one, and we didn't take their advice. We thought we knew what we wanted, and it wasn't right. And they made it right, and by getting us into this bedding. This is a signature hybrid. Now, this is our own personal preference. The one that we had before had a lot more features. It was taller. It did a lot of things, but every mattress is going to be unique for you, and you have to be able to try it out to see if you like it. That's why they offer that. Also, because they're based out of Arizona, it's easy for them to get you the product relatively quick, especially in the continental US here, and it's free shipping. Yep. Whenever you do dial in the mattress that you want, you get 10 years that they warranty these, 10 years from them falling apart just naturally, breaking down. A lot of beds do that. Mm-hmm. And, whenever you buy a bed and you finally find one that you like, you hope that it lasts for a long time. Well, they're going to guarantee, a warranty 10 years. The nice thing about this whole setup for you guys watching this is you get a discount.
25%?
A 25% discount on what it normally would be. All you have to use is the code Daydream. You go to the link that I have in the description, use the code Daydream, and you'll get 25% off your order. Now, here's the great part about that. That's not just on the mattress. They offer bamboo pillows. They offer sheets. They offer bed covers, which you're currently seeing now. We have a zip-on cover just to protect it. But all that stuff, 25% off, just using that code. So again, Brooklyn Bedding, we've had great sleep with this now going on a year in this house. Prior to that, our RV, which they're well known for their RV mattresses, that's how we got introduced to them. And the thing is, they'll make them any size needed. So if you've got some weird RV shape, and you're thinking, I can't buy a mattress because it's always too big, too small, too wide, too tall, whatever, call them up using the link down below, get to them, and let them know that you're trying to do something custom. And they'll see what they can do for you, which is accommodate you basically. So, how have you been sleeping in the bed?
Awesome.
we've never had any problems. And I've said it before in previous videos. It's really nice when we come back from really nice hotel stays. If we're on a trip, we're at an RV show, something like that. when we come back home and go, oh, thank God we're back in our own bed. It is a nice feeling. So again, Brooklyn Bedding, this is RV mattress. This is technically an RV mattress, but it's the size of, what can be used in a home. That's why it's here. Again, links down below, and back to the video. We have footage from prior to the New Year's and Christmas even, and I was going through it and I was getting ready to put together a video for you guys, and I thought, man, a lot of this stuff just kind of bounces around, and I wanted to cut it up quite a bit. Now, most of you, well, not most of you actually, now that I think about it, but a lot of you have seen our live chat that we did, and we toned it down a bit. So for you new people that might have come on with us in just the last year, let's say, you don't realize how the live chats normally go. Normally, they are long live chats. I don't know how much we should have got into necessarily our situation whenever I was talking about YouTube and the affiliates accounts through Amazon and our Google AdSense stuff. I didn't give you any details, but that was something that was actually weighing on my mind to some extent, and it does come into play on some level, everything that we're doing here. But again, if you want to go check that out and see what I'm talking about, go back and check that live chat. This is me in the garage, though, this next clip that's coming up, or the first clip that's coming up. And let me see how I break it down and how I chop it up here. But I know that I talked about all kinds of stuff. I think it ended with me maybe burning boxes. I'm not sure. Oh, snap. Got a little bit colder again. We've actually got some frozen snow mix that's in the forecast, but nothing severe. We have a little bit that came down this morning, but I mean, it's pretty much just wet. It's like rain. Oh, you can kind of see behind the scene. Look at how professional that is, right? I got another battery that I've already done a review on by the time you watch this, and this one's cool. It's got an app to it, but it's just like the other one that we have. Other than that, it's identical to the other one I did a review on. It's just this has an app that you can actually monitor the battery and change some things in there, which really cool. So we are kind of in a holding pattern overall, though. Obviously, like I mentioned in the last video, we're not rich. We don't have a lot of money. We live just like everybody else. This is just for the people that are maybe tuning in and didn't understand fully how we were even full-time on the road. And whenever we tell them, oh yeah, we lived on the road the last 3 years, just traveling in an RV. And some of them are like, oh, that'd be nice, that'd be fun. And then other ones would just stop what they're doing and go, oh my God, that would be so awesome. That would be incredible. I can't even imagine being able to go do that. I don't know why. It's nothing more than freeing yourself up from what you're tied down to and just doing it, making it work. So we find that there's a lot of, not misconception, just not researched. And I think that there's a good reason that we don't really push that information so much, because people that go out and hit the road and travel full time, you need to be able to do stuff on your own, and you need to be driven to do stuff on your own. And if you find out a way to go hit the road and travel full time on your own and do it your own way, you're going to be more self-sufficient when you do hit the road, because you're going to need that. There's not going to be somebody that you can just get on YouTube and go, or email and say, hey, I sold my house now and I've got this RV and the axle fell off and there's no warranty on it. What should I do? Well, again, people that are really committed to that, and they're invested in what they're wanting to do, they would figure that out on their own. So there's something to be said about not necessarily explaining in detail, step by step, how to perform heart surgery, because at some point in time, you've got to know how to perform heart surgery and all the requirements of the human body that go along with that. So just because, and I'm not saying this is heart surgery by no means whatsoever, but just because we're able to do it, or we have done it, and maybe we'll do it again, it doesn't mean that we can just sit here and step by step tell you exactly how to perform that heart surgery, or in this case, how to perform yourself turning into a full-time RVer. I don't know. I'm hammering on again. Let me get this all buttoned up. We'll pick this up at another time. Well, it's kind of on there. The whole idea was trying to keep the cardboard in. Looks like it'll do it. So, getting back to the rod. We use this in the backyard for burning stuff in our fire pit. Burn barrel at first and then the fire pit. So fast forward and we decided that we were going to take the kids camping. You know, this was the first time that they were going to go camping in a, I think in our tent at that point in time. So we had a lantern, a typical Coleman dual fuel lantern, and I needed a place to hang the lantern. So this rod came to mind, and I thought, you know what? I need something for a hook though. Let me see if I can find something. So I dug through some old boxes, and I had a box of helper springs. Well, the reason I had those addle leaves was when I was in the Army, I got some 50 series tires for the back of my Mustang, and my fenders would hit. If I put a lot of weight in the back of the car, or if I went over railroad tracks or something like that. So I got these addle leaves when I was down in Texas, in Killeen, Texas, at Fort Hood, and I went to this local parts store. Still had the decal on it from where I purchased it, and this store got sued because their name was Auto Shack, and Radio Shack said, nope, that's too close to Radio Shack, we're going to sue you. So Auto Shack said, all right, well, I guess we're kind of a new company and you're a big company, and we're going to change our name to AutoZone. So anyways, I still had this box that said Auto Shack on it, and it still had all these parts from when I had my Mustang Cobra, and inside all these engine parts, all these bolts and bearing caps and stuff like that, was this right here. And this is the hook that held down my spare tire in the back of my 78 Mustang. And I welded it on here, and that's what we would hang our lantern on. And fast forward, we don't do lanterns any longer, but instead we do our RVDaydream sign that Making Stuff put together for us. So yeah, it's the story of the hook. Was that exciting? Well, we knew it would eventually happen. Well, the steps stayed cleared. The steps stayed clear. How about that, guys? Wonder why. Are they slippery though? No. Oh, you see Heidi's little footsteps. She came out, she opened the fence, and she went to the garage. So, our job today is to, wow, this is all ice. Oh, God. Is to clear the driveway off, maybe run the snowblower a little bit. Heidi was nice enough, she went out and got me some boots, because I didn't have any. She actually got me a coat. It was nice. She was at work last night. She closed the store last night, as she's been closing the store a lot. A lot. I don't even know. I think last week she may have approached 70, 75 hours. I can't remember how many hours she worked, but there was a lot. And, it snowed last night when she was at work. It started snowing pretty heavy, and her car, when she came home, on her way home, she always calls, and she said, is it going to be okay to park the car in the garage? I'm like, yep. That's why I did that video. I was talking about it. I told her, I said, yeah, there's no issues whatsoever. That's why we have the drain in the garage, and that's why I cleared out the drain. My nose is a little stuffy. I forgot to use my nose spray. So I've got to use some work gloves, because I really don't have any insulated gloves. I just have, I'll use these, I guess. I have these. I guess I could try to use those, but they don't look very insulated. I think they're actually breathable. I'll see. But yeah, let me clear some of this stuff off. Clear off the cars, I guess. I did drive Bud's car yesterday, and that was the first time I was out of the house in a month. Oh, finished. Not too big of a deal. This thing does a really good job. I'm surprised how well it does. Snow's not very deep, so it doesn't really throw it very far. So if it's not throwing it far, Then what you need to do is, unfortunately, pick up and displace the snow you've already picked up and displaced a little bit. And then you kind of see it's messy here because I went and blew off his car real quick. Then I put down salt, so it's all salted. That should do okay. I think these tire tracks will unfreeze eventually. But I did the front steps for the postal person. I have a package that needs picked up. So currently our truck, we put it on Facebook Marketplace. Tires got mud all over them. What I need to do is one day take this up to the car wash. It'd be a good idea. I haven't washed it in a long time, but it's a good truck. I also need to, oh, and these gloves worked out pretty good. I mean, they're not insulated, but they did okay. I was surprised. I have a snow brush here somewhere. Ay, this sucks. The reason I'm cleaning just this one spot off is because even I've got a brand new battery in here. So if I have a brand new battery in here, hey, there's the salt truck. Huh. There. There's a solar, I don't remember how many watts it is, but it's a maintainer. I just don't want the battery to go south. And if you guys haven't heard already, we're going to the Tampa show. We're going to go to the Tampa RV show. We've got too many contacts and people we need to talk with and see that, you know, we pretty much have to go. It's not, you know, we want to go, but, you know, as far as financially, it's pretty penny whenever you do that kind of stuff. I mean, we've got to, in our case, you know, drive the car up to the airport, park it in long-term storage or weekly storage. We're going to stay at a hotel the night before our flight because we got to get up really early in the morning and we don't know what the weather's going to do. So we have hotel reservations that we'll go up the day before, stay the night, and then fly out. It's a direct flight, catch a rental car, get to our hotel. The next morning then we go to a meet and greet that we already have scheduled with a bunch of different vendors. And then the next day after that is the industry day for the show. So we got to go, you know, check out all the RVs we can before the floodgates open for visitors. And then after that, we'll be there for a couple days for the normal show. So yeah, we're going to be at the Tampa show. So if you guys, I'm not going to say, you just heard our itinerary. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, we'd love to see you down there. We would love to see you. If we run into you in the show, you know, definitely pull us off to the side and say, hey, well, you know, we want to talk, or, you know, whatever. A lot of people, I remember one guy, you know, I'm filming, so I'm carrying around my camera. And I remember that, I think it was at the Hershey show, and this guy came up with his wife, and they came over and they go, Mike and Heidi, hi, how are you? We're so-and-so and so-and-so, and we watch you all the time. We've been watching you for years. And, hey, we just wanted to say hi. We don't want to bother you. We'll get out of your hair. So sorry if we interrupt you. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. Stay and talk. It's fine. We definitely need to shoot, you know, a lot of video, but there's times that we can just drop off and we'd rather connect. I mean, that's the whole idea behind all this stuff, is connecting with people. So, yeah, as long as on industry day, it's almost impossible. Well, you know, because of it being something that we have to rush through. We have to cover as much as we can on industry day. And then during the regular day of the show, we like to try to cover quite a bit, because at that point in time, everybody's got their displays out. You know, all the representatives there. We can yell out a question real quick about a unit if we don't know, you know, what the deal is. But mainly, we want to see Rockwood's. And I don't know the story behind this, so you guys are gonna have to bear with us. we're in contact with their marketing, and she said that she would keep us in the loop as much as possible. I know a lot of people responded to a couple of the posts that we made about Rockwood's new direction that they're going with their fifth wheels, and of course Flagstaff also. And they have a luxury model. Rockwood has never had a fifth wheel that has been over 37 feet. The one that we had, that one, along with a bunch of other ones in that ultralight division, whatever you want to call it, signatures, even the signatures, they were never over 37 feet. 37 6 inches, whatever you want to call it, or 36 7. Maybe it's 36.9. Anyways, I think it was 37 is what they always said. 37 feet was the longest that they were. Well, they have now gone to a bigger unit. I'm talking a taller profile, a heavier one, a wider, like a 101-inch one. One that has storage underneath. It is a one-floor fifth wheel, meaning once you get up into the fifth wheel, there are no steps. You don't go up and down steps. Then they have, just their luxury one. They have a front kitchen model. There's some cool models. I'll show you guys this if you don't ever see these. He's just dumping that salt out there. Oh man, I'm glad I don't have a nice new vehicle that I gotta be concerned about. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'm done, and we'll pick this up a little bit later.